So the video cut off, but um I I'm probably gonna write like a whole essay on this, explaining this so I can help my parents understand it. But I don't have the time to do that right now because it's really complex, but it's what I want to do and I want to try my best at least. But basically, the reason that I don't want to go to college is because I have I guess it's like well, firstly, I have a really bad attention span, and there's a lot of aspects that have made it worse, obviously, but I feel like it's just continuously getting worse. And college is this is my thought right now, because I understand high school is obviously not a good place, and people always say like, oh, college is better than high school. But from my perspective, it seems like it's gonna be a lot more work and it's gonna be more difficult. And another thing is, growing up, I didn't learn the basics of a lot of subjects. I barely know basic math. Like, I've forgot like any math that I've learned, I've completely forgotten it. Sorry, hold on. In English, I remember some things like, okay, I remember alliteration, that term I remember, like some definitions. And I'm not saying I can't write or read. I can obviously read and I can write fine. But still, it's hard for me to focus and I have short-term memory loss. So, in college, if college was more open, like, okay, I can take only these two subjects, maybe I would do it. But if you're in college, you have to take every subject, which my friend told me, and whatever. And I just don't think I would. Like, I just don't want to do something that I'm unhappy doing. That's difficult for me. And I could try, obviously, but it's just gonna be really difficult for the type of person and the type of, I guess, mental issues that I have. Like I said, I tried to talk to a therapist about this, but it was really difficult for me to talk to him because he was talking very quickly and then I couldn't like explain everything in depth, and there was this other lady in the room. But I told him about my ADHD, but I don't think he really understood it clearly, or he didn't really take it seriously. So I might be going to some other specialist soon to really understand, like, I have different things wrong with my processing of things. Like, I cannot read a book anymore. Well, no. I can read a book, but it's difficult, okay? It's not like I can normally read anymore. It's hard to explain. I might make another video trying to explain this more in-depthly, because clearly this is a little messy, but I might read like 7 pages of something and then I don't retain any of the information. And if I need to retain the information, it requires a lot of my focus, and it would take me forever. Like, I'm talking about, like, I have to read this Plato book, and if I actually wanted to try to retain the information, I don't think I can, because I will read it and then it's just very, very difficult for me. So maybe I have different learning disabilities and I need to get that figured out soon, which I do think I have learning disabilities. But people have not taken me seriously in real life, nor has my mother taken me seriously, because she doesn't even acknowledge, whatever is going on with me. But anyways, so as I'm continuing this video, like I said, I don't want to go to college, and it's an overall analysis of the type of person that I am, that I would not be able to go to college. And I think this is what I think that I can maybe do, is I think I can get a job and then get my own apartment. And I don't know. People can be really shitty, and they don't try to understand anything about you or understand what is really going on, and they can be really shitty. And it's the reason that I stopped talking to my dad for a while, because he just kind of stopped taking my side, and he used to, but now he just doesn't take my side anymore. So obviously I'm gonna talk to him, but and the reason that I thought my mother, and this is not trying to be judgmental or this is the truth, but I have known a lot of NI egos who can be just as mean as, if you look up on websites, these are the stereotypes of SE users, that they're the most mean, the most abrasive. But NI egos can be horrible too. A lot of them can be. A lot of them can be, different. But a lot of them can be shitty people. And I don't think that they know that. And unfortunately, they can pressure people a lot if they want to. If that's the way that they were built, they were grown up, they don't really have, autism, because obviously NI is associated, some of it is associated with autism, but some NI users, they don't have autism or different issues. And, people are different and hard to understand. And I do feel like this moment, the only person that I might be able to talk to is my old friend in Florida, but I just haven't been able to text her or anything. But she's an IEE, so I think obviously usually when I talk to her, she's way more open-minded than my father is, because she has very strong NE, and I don't know, it's just she has her own life, but it would be difficult for me to just contact her right now, because I don't have the thoughts figured out. And I love how this video, it just became a mess. But I think there's a lot of different things you can do, and if your parents are making